Hi there, I'm Julie Griffin and I am in the state of Arizona. And if you are watching this video, you probably already know that in the state of Arizona, photography related business transactions are all a taxable activity, which means that us photographers need to collect what's called transaction privilege tax, or TPT, on all of our photography related transactions. This includes session fees or tangible product. Hopefully you already have your application submitted and you already have an account with aztaxes.gov. If you haven't already applied for your TPT license, we'll talk about that in another video or one-on-one. This video is just how to file and pay your TPT that you've collected every month or every quarter, depending how often you're going to be filing. So without further ado, we're going to go to aztaxes.gov, aztaxes.gov, and hit enter. Oh, there's my face. Come on. What's going on here? Here we go. My face wants to take over. Let's see here. How do I make this smaller? Sorry, guys. There we go. Much better. There I am down in the corner. All right, here we are, aztaxes.gov. We're going to log in here. And a bit of advice, if you are like me and you have a hard time remembering your passwords, you're going to definitely want to keep track of your aztaxes.gov password somewhere, because they do require you to update or change your password on a regular basis. So make sure that you have somewhere that you keep track of what your current password is, because you are going to have to change it pretty regularly. All right, so what we have here is the kind of dashboard for your business page. Here's my business, Julie Griffin Photography, LLC, and I'm going to click over here on the right-hand side. I'm going to click on View. Now it's going to show that I have one location, and over here on the left-hand side, I'm going to go to File, Transaction Privilege, and Use Tax Return. So I do this every month. I'm going to use the drop down here to choose my license, the year of the month that I'm filing for, or the quarter that I'm filing for. I choose to file monthly. And these checkboxes here, amended return, no gross receipts to report, or close your account. This will be your final return. Chances are you are not going to check these boxes. Like on a regular month or a regular quarter, you would not check any of these boxes. Amended return would be if you made a mistake when you filed and you need to correct that mistake for something you've already filed and or paid. No gross receipts to report would be that whatever your filing period was, if you actually did not have any transactions at all, you still need to go into the system and file that you had no gross receipts to report for that period. For example, when I had my last baby, I went on maternity leave and I didn't shoot for a little over a month, and I had no gross receipts to report for that month. I still needed to go in and file here. And then close your account obviously means that you're all done. It was your last month of business and you're not going to do any more after this. So I'm not going to click any of those today. I'm going to click on continue. Now it's going to take me to my details. My location list, I have one location, that's over here. My guess is that most of you also have only one location because you are operating your business out of whatever your home city is. That's your headquarters. That's where all your paperwork is filed. Most of you, it's probably out of your home. So that's going to be one location. I'm going to go over to the right-hand side and go View Line Items. These two line items are going to be one for the county and one for the city that I'm in. So right here I see Gilbert and I see Maricopa. Retail is my business description category, and it should be yours as well if you are also a portrait photographer. And over here, all the way under Actions, I'm going to click on Edit. Now this is where we're going to plug in our gross income. Gross income means everything that you collect before taxes, before expenses, before payroll, if you have any employees. So I'm going to go over here to my handy dandy spreadsheet. And if you are like me and you like to keep track of things manually, and I don't like to pay for things I don't need, so I don't use QuickBooks, I don't use any sort of CRM or invoicing system. I do it all on this simple spreadsheet. I do have this available in my resource shop. And I do give a video tour of the spreadsheet and how to use it. So I would love to provide that to you if that's something that would be useful to you in your business. But anyway, this is my spreadsheet. Here we are, March 2020. All the things that I've blacked out are simply things that I've blacked out because they're not relevant to today, or they're private information that I don't want to put in a video, such as my login credentials and my bank account information. But we're going to look specifically at this month, which is March 2020. Here we go. So the only column that I care about is going to be my fees, which is the total fees I collected. That's my gross income. And then, of course, I'm going to want to reference the tax collected, which is in Gilbert, it's 7.8%, but it's going to be different in every city that you're in. And then my total payments for those sessions. Now, I only have 2 transactions for the month of March of this year because of everything that's going on. So this was kind of a simple month before I stopped shooting and collecting and seeing any clients, really. So anyway, I have $750 in gross receipts to report. So I'm going to put that right here over at aztaxes.gov, 750. I'm going to hit enter, and it's automatically going to populate the rest. Deductions would be if you have something in this income that would be a deduction, which would mean that it was not a taxable activity. If you are just talking about session fees or product that you are selling, regular photography business activities, none of that is going to be deductible. If you want to talk about what might go in deductions, we can take that offline, or I would recommend that you perhaps talk to a CPA or a certified bookkeeper to talk about those things. But not pertinent to regular photography business activity. Then I'm going to click Save and Close. And we'll see that it's automatically populated that taxable amount here, and it's automatically calculated my total tax due for my city. Now, I'm also going to do the same for my county, Maricopa. Over here on the right, I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to put that same gross amount here. Hit Enter. It's automatically going to put it in. You see the tax rate right there. And then I'm going to click Save and Close. Can I move this down? I'm going to click Save and Close. And here I am. I have the total tax which I collected for Gilbert and the total tax which I collected for Maricopa County. And those two, hopefully, if I did my math right, should add up to the actual tax that I charged my clients, because we know that we don't pay the tax. We simply collect it from the consumer and then we turn it over to the government. Tax is not part of our income. This is our income. This is the tax that we collect because we have the privilege of doing a transaction in the state of Arizona. That is a taxable event, and then we simply just turn this over. So here I am. Let's see. I've got my city, my county, and I'm going to go to Return to Location List here. Here's my dollar amount, total tax due. Perfect. It matches up with what I collected from my clients. I'm going to click Continue. Do I want to do any of these? No. No excess tax, and no excess credit. Easy peasy. Now it's telling me, okay, I don't owe anything. I don't owe any interest because I do this diligently every period that I need to do it. And then I'm going to put in my e-signature PIN, which is something that you'll set when you make your account with aztaxes.gov. And this box would only be if you are having somebody else file this for you on your behalf, which I do not do. And then at the bottom here, we're going to click Submit. And this is completing the filing portion of what we need to do every month. So we're going to submit this. And here we are, we have a confirmation number. What I like to do is actually copy and paste this confirmation number into my little spreadsheet. So I'm going to go Command C to copy, or if you're on a PC, that's going to be Option C or Control C, I think. I forget, I don't use a PC very much for this. But over here, I put it, how do I make this smaller? Here we go. Cancel. Sorry, guys. Okay, over here, I put my file date, which was today, and my confirmation number. I'm going to put this here simply because if there's ever an issue and people do make mistakes and the government does make mistakes, if there's ever an issue, it's really nice to be able to just go and reference that confirmation when you have to call AZ Taxes on the phone. Now, the next step that we need to do is actually pay the money that we collected. So we're going to click right here on Make a Payment, and it's going to tell you right away that you need to make sure that you file. Making a payment is not the same as filing, and they want to make sure, because sometimes people, I guess, will just send in the money, but they didn't actually file, but we just did that. So anyway, that's what this red text is here at the top. We're going to leave all this as populated. The payment amount should already populate, and we're going to choose here to use either an e-check or a credit card. I use an e-check because I don't like to pay extra fees or percentages if I don't have to. If you do it by credit card, you are going to pay a percentage. And then I'm going to choose a settlement date. For whatever reason, the settlement date can't be the same day as the day that you're opting to pay it. It has to be the next business day. So today is the 18th. I'm going to do this on the 20th. And then you do have to check this box saying that you understand this and you agree to it. And you're going to keep this as no because you're probably not using a bank account outside of the US. Then I'm going to click continue. Oops. Next business day or a future business day. Oh, I'll do it Tuesday. Okay, just kidding. All right, and then the next step is that I'm going to be putting in my routing number and my account number for my checking account. And for obvious reasons, I'm not going to do that in this video. But after I click continue, it's going to ask me if I want to process this payment amount and that it is going to pull it out of my bank account. I'm going to check yes, and then it's going to give me another confirmation screen where I am going to copy and paste the confirmation number and put it here in my cell with the payment settlement date that I elected, which was going to be the 21st. And I would copy and paste that confirmation number here. And then that's it. That's all you have to do. Now, of course, recording this video took me a little bit longer because I'm talking through it. But literally, if you have an organized spreadsheet or whatever way that you're using to keep track of your gross income and the tax that you've collected, the actual process of filing and turning that over to the government, it takes about 3 minutes every month. So I hope that this was super helpful to you. And again, if you need a spreadsheet, I hope you'll look at mine because I think it's really great. And like I said, I have a video like this where I walk through all 3 parts of my all-in-one spreadsheet that I offer to other photographers. So if that's something you've been looking for, I hope you'll check into it at juliegriffinphotography.com/resources or juliegriffinphotography.com/education or /learn, which is going to take you here. And anyway, I hope that this video was super helpful to you, and I hope that you have a great day. If you have any questions at all, you can always reach out to me at juliegriffinphotography@gmail.com. Bye.